Back here at home, while the National Guard remains on patrol in our nation's capital, the back and forth on whether they're headed here to Chicago rages on. Our political reporter Chris Ty here now with how a North Shore Naval Station may or may not be playing a part in this. Also, who is now supporting the president's plan from right here in Chicago.
A lot of moving parts on this story again here, Marie, and we have learned of fresh talks between the Department of Homeland Security and a North Shore naval base to talk about immigrations and customs enforcement help to help those ICE agents here in the Chicago area. This despite reports that there's a request to possibly lodge National Guardsmen and women at that station. Officials say that has not happened. Attention now turning to Naval Station Great Lakes here near North Chicago, not to house members of the National Guard, but to assist immigration and customs enforcement agents with their Chicago area efforts. The Department of Homeland Security reaching out recently to base administrators to talk about infrastructure and logistical help for ICE staff. All of it news to Governor Pritzker, who's read reports that the Guard mobilization has also been discussed.
We have received no calls from the White House, from the federal government, from anybody who might be in charge of some sort of troop movement.
The governor says no communication or mobilization is good news for now.
Right now, it's hard to tell. We haven't seen troop movements yet. We also haven't seen any call up of our National Guard, but we are on guard, hoping that that does not happen.
That is not the role of the military.
We've also learned that tomorrow Mayor Brandon Johnson will brief members of City Council on how the city would handle Guard deployment if it happens. As of right now, no council members on record as supporting the deployment. Remember, the Guard would not have the power to arrest anyone and would likely be working near federal buildings or in tandem with federal agents, from ICE to the U.S. Marshals to the FBI, similar to how we've seen things unfold in Washington, D.C. and L.A.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias.
In Chicago today, voices on both sides of the issue.
What worries me the most is the chilling effect that this will have on our streets, especially our immigrant families.
Latino legislators talking about the real-world effects the Guard in Chicago would have for Chicagoans, but one prominent Chicagoan disagrees.
We tried everything else. It has not worked.
Businessman and frequent mayoral candidate Willie Wilson, who lost his son to gun violence 15 years ago, urging the president to deploy the Guard.
I don't agree with everything that the president do, let me be clear. I don't agree with everything the Democrats do, let me be clear. But this one, he have 100% of my support. Don't reject help to anybody that can save lives.
An important note here, Marie, as people talk about the National Guard coming here, if they were deployed, they would not have law enforcement powers. They could not arrest folks. That is just not in the cards as it sits right now. They could not be a police substitute. Willie Wilson says what we've done heretofore in Chicago, while the crime numbers are down, still not sufficient, which is why he would like to see the National Guard here. And I've been told late today that they are not aware in the governor's office of any troop deployment at that Navy base. Sources say still no decision from the White House.
And we'll keep an ear to the ground to see if that changes. We know you will let us know. Thank you, Chris.
You bet.